let me teach you how to build the right squads, bro. Let me teach you how to build squad faster, better, and 100% more accurate in pricing than you have ever done before. We're gonna do it exactly, specifically towards the starter squads because, well, a lot of people are creating starter squads now. The amount of starter squads that I have seen, it's horrendous, mate. Like, my head, like, I can't see any more starter squads. So I'm gonna teach you how to make squads so you stop sending me your squad. And more than likely, you're gonna keep sending them to me. But it's okay. I would see them, and then after 1 hour, I'll be like, dude, I can't anymore. Okay? Now, the main thing and the main goal that we have here is that you finish this by being able to create a better squad. I want you to, after you watch this video, go ahead and create a squad and let me know how it looks. But first of all, I have a question. How many starter squads have you created by this point? And are you even satisfied with any of them? At least in my case, if I'm honest with you, I've created about 2 or 3. And this is the thought process. First of all, okay, that was really weird. First of all, I think one of the first things that you have to consider is the formation. The formation that you're going to use is really, really important. Normally, I will advise people to use a 4-3-3 variation 3. A lot of things depend on like how you want to play, how you want to do things. But in reality, 4-3-3 variation 3 helps a lot on how to build a good squad, because on this front 3, you can just have a front 3 that has 3 green links. You could have like an OP green link 3 on this side, another OP green link 3 on this side, a green link keeper to the center back, and then this center mid is kind of always the player that is either going to be on low cam or is going to be the last one that you're going to pick for your team, because it's a pain to decide for this card. But overall, everything else is really simple to do with these squads. With 4-5-1 formations, that's all another really interesting formation to use. The main key here is that this sentiment normally is really hard to link. The thing that most people do, and this is like mostly end game information that you can use with when you have an icon here. If you have an icon for this formation, it's absolutely insane. You have one icon and then everything. But because we're at the start of the game and most people are gonna have goals like 80 rated, we're not gonna go through 4-5-1 or other formations. Anything else apart from 4-3-3-3 is worst. Period. And if there is a better formation, let me know in the comments and I'll look through it. But if I'm honest with you, I've never used a different one at the start, except that my team needed it because I changed something in the squad. That's first. Now, the second thing is the league. From the league, you can decide the players. So the first thing is, leagues that you don't want to go with are Prem. You don't want to go with Prem because my guy is in Prem. If you go ahead and you pick Prem, you're going to have to get players like my guy here who sent me his team. My guy Trim Matthias sent me this squad, which is actually a starter squad for Prem. What does this squad lack? It lacks space on the wings. It lacks space on midfield. It actually does lack responsiveness on midfield. You could have better dribblers. This Chamberlain could be a bit expensive. And overall, all of these cards, for what you're getting compared to what you could get, are overpriced. So, leagues like Prem, leagues like Liga, Serie A, and then La Liga are expensive leagues. And here, we're going for cheap. We're going for cheap, mate. Cheap! So, the 3 leagues that I really like are the Chinese League, the Argentinian League, and the Eredivisie League. There are more leagues that you could, look for, but these ones are really easy to link because there is not only one OP player, there are like 5, and you can link them all into this nice looking formation. I actually made a video about that, and I will leave a link down in the description if you want to check that out. Now, something really important concerning leagues. A lot of you are gonna say, crunch. But what do you mean that, La Liga doesn't have cheap players? It does have cheap players. But if you want to get those better players and cheap, they're going to be a medium budget. And these cards that I'm showing you now, if they were in La Liga, if they were in Prem, they will be medium budget cards. Our goal here is to, as I said, make you create a good looking squad. So I want you to use cards that are actually medium budget cards that go for a low budget. because that go for a low price tag because they are in underrated leagues and most people are not doing this. So players like Salvio, players like Habs, and to be honest, I didn't put Teixeira in because I just wanted this. Habs, great left back, and then we can also get a good right back in this position. And that takes us to our next point, the player selection. What player should I get for my team? Well, that's really simple. And that's really easy as well. The type of players depend on your play style. So I would really advise you to right now sit down and write like, yo, what player do I want? Like what type of players do I want? In my case, I have it like literally between my two eyes, bro. I have it in between my two eyes. Like in my brain, I only want one thing. I want pace and dribbling. I don't care about shooting and passing because I can just use Deadeye to boost that. Dribbling is a bit harder to boost because you cannot boost dribbling and pace at the same time. You can't boost dribbling and pace at the same time. Not yet, at least. I know there are new chemistry styles for this FIFA. So except that you apply engine, but still engine ain't like the greatest in the world for dribbling because you don't boost composure, and a lot of these players that are quite cheap have low composure, so you prefer to apply sniper because they are gonna need shooting because engine is good for midfield, or if you have a good shooting, but none of these players have good shooting because they are freaking cheap, mate, aren't they? So dribbling and pace, main thing. So in this Salvio, for example, it's a card that we can play cam. That's another thing that I can touch on another video, like what players to use that are out of possession, that are better in different positions. But as a general rule, these players like Salvio is what you're looking for. Players that have, good agility, good dribbling, composure overall. This guy's gonna work for you for a long time, dude. This guy's gonna be good for a long time, especially if you use him in the camp position. Yes, he will not last the full game, but it's okay. You can bring a super sub, bro. You can bring a super sub. I can make a video about super subs in another time as well. Now, in midfield, I think his name is Fernandez or something like that. I don't remember, dude. So if I put a striker there, then I will be able to put, yeah, there we go, Fernandez. This guy I really like. I'm not the happiest man alive with him, but in reality, with that and dribbling and that passing, he's going to be able to rule midfield. So I'm telling you, in midfield, you're looking for players that are easily linkable. And then on the right back, I'm also looking for pace. There you go. First, now, if you want to make your squad, you now know what to do, bro. It's simple, man. Pick the right formation with the right league, and then make sure to understand what type of players you're looking for. And that's where you can start building your team from there. Then after that, after you have picked your formation, your chemistry style formation, you can think, after you put everything together, you can think, hey, how do I want this to look in game? But that's not an issue now because, well, you're not playing the game realistically and you haven't tried these players, so you actually don't know how they're going to perform. We only know that dribbling and pace are always important. That's all I know. So that's what I go for. But when the game releases, things could be a bit different. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. It does mean the world that you watched. I hope that you liked. And if you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a like. Why not? But well, love you all. See you all.